Hey y'all, it's Courtney, and I told y'all that I would show you the rhododendrons whenever they bloomed in a few days. We got rain all weekend, and they bloomed beautifully. So you can't really see them behind me. Yeah, you can. Okay. There's some rhododendrons. There's a whole big thing of them all. It's like a wall of rhododendrons. They're so beautiful. Here, let me... Aren't they beautiful? My makeup probably looks weird because I tried to darken my crease with some black, and it was not a good black. It just it's so splotchy. It was the Anastasia Beverly Hills some romance palette, I think, something like that. But the black was not good in it, so I tried to fix it, but maybe not. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, so I wanted to show you guys that. And then I also was telling somebody the other day how I literally have a tree. Autumn, shh. I have a tree growing through my porch. And I'll show you guys that right now. Autumn, stop. Good God. Hopefully you can see that. I can't really see what you guys see because I can't flip my camera back and forth. So hopefully you saw what I was trying to show you. Let me see here. There we go.
Thank you, Adam. Thank you so much.
It's growing through the porch because we didn't want to cut it down. So, because we're freaking tree hugging hippies around here. So, anyways, yeah, I just wanted to show you guys those few little things. There's also a few other things I wanted to mention. Ew. Gross. I hate when you put lip gloss on top of lipstick and it just kind of goes like all the way up your freaking to your nose. I'm trying to think of what I wanted to mention. Hope y'all are having a good Monday. Hope work isn't going too rough or whatever you're doing today. I hope it's, nice, easy day. Get back into the routine of the week. Nice and easy Monday. Hold on, y'all. Sorry, I know you can't see me right now, but I'm trying to get all my shit and move so you can actually see my face. Oh God, makeup did not look pretty at that angle. And it doesn't look pretty at this angle either. Too dark. But anyways, there was something that I wanted to talk about, and I can't really remember what it is right now. Oh, so I don't even want to give this attention, but I just feel like I need to a little bit. So I watched a live stream last night. I'm sure a lot of you caught it too. It was on Amanda Loves. And it was about Steel Stream News. And I will not be putting his... Aww. Yeah, you should have grabbed it. Somebody ran over her Frisbee. Alright. So, he'll be right back, he said. He said he's coming right back. So anyways, yeah, so I was watching it, and I don't know if this is proven to be what happened, or it's just the conclusion that everybody's come to because of how things have went down. So I'm going to say allegedly. Allegedly, one of the victims orchestrated all that for clout. I don't think everybody was in on the secret. I think a lot of girls really did get something bad happen to them, but it was all planned for, I feel like. Which is fucking disgusting. I'll just say that. It's disgusting. Because real victims of sex crimes would never joke about something like that. And we certainly would never go back to our abusers. Sexual abusers. Now I understand in like a physical abuse situation, sometimes you do go back because they say, oh, I'll never do it again, or I love you so much, but that's somebody usually that you can physically touch and see, and they can draw you back in because they're right there in front of you. So if this really is a case of abuse where these girls are getting drugged back in over and over again, I feel real sorry for the ones that are getting drugged back in. But the more they talk, the more it seems like it's all bullshit. And you okay, bud?
Yeah.
And what I was trying to say, I think I just talked in a circle there, but what I was trying to get at was for real life sexual abuse victims such as myself and many, many others, even just in this community, there are many of us. This type of shit, this type of dumb fucking shit is what makes people question whether we're telling the truth whenever we come out with our stories. I was so afraid to tell my story, and so afraid that everybody would think that I was lying, or that it was my fault, or that I seduced him, or whatever, that, okay, I'm 29 now, so 17 years ago is when it happened to me. It's how I lost my innocence. But I was so terrified to tell anybody because I was afraid it'd either be blamed on me or nobody would believe me, that it took me all the way until I was 27 or 28 years old to tell anybody and to come out about what happened to me. I mean, one person knew. My cousin was there, so she knew. But the same thing was happening to her with the guy's brother, so neither of us really understood how wrong it really was. Well, she didn't, because I never told her that it was forced. But either way, I was 12 and she was 13. It doesn't matter whether we were into it or not. We're babies. And they were adult-ass men. Grown-ass men. But enough about that. I don't even want to talk about that. Maybe one day I'll feel comfortable enough to tell my full story on that. Today is not the day. All I'm trying to get at is the fact that how awful it is to say those kind of things for attention or for clout or however you saw it. Whatever you thought you were doing, don't do it again. Anybody that watches this, please God, educate your daughters about not, crying wolf. Because then when something really does happen to them, nobody's going to believe them. And just like that Amber girl, I don't know what happened that day because I wasn't there. I think something wrong happened, and I think coercion did happen, and alcohol was given to a minor. So no matter which way you look at it, bad things happen. Something wrong happened. So what just happened? But apparently it came out that he didn't technically rape her, or he'd be in jail, or at least going through the court system, or something would happen. But now I've heard so many people say, because apparently, allegedly, she has accused somebody else since then of the same thing. And I've heard so many people use that against her. Well, she did this to this guy, and she did it to this guy, so why would she be telling the truth this time? One of my best friends in high school was on a registry because his ex-girlfriend him and his ex-girlfriend, they were both 15, but he and his ex-girlfriend had sex. They both had lost their virginity. And it was at a party, and the next week on Monday at school, everybody was talking about it. And she was embarrassed, and she was afraid that her parents would find out. So she told everybody that he raped her. And he was charged. He was 15 years old and was charged as a rapist. So eventually, I guess the guilt got to her, and she called him, and he recorded the phone call. And she said, "I'm sorry that I lied about everything. You know that I didn't mean to hurt you. I was just afraid. I was afraid what my parents would think. I was afraid what people at school would think. I was afraid." And he took that down to the police station. And what doesn't make sense to me, yes, his charges were dropped, and yes, everything was wiped from his name, but nothing was done to her. Not a thing was done to her. People that lie about this kind of stuff need punishment. Because people need to know that it's not okay to lie about this stuff for attention, or to get your way about something, or to make somebody that you don't like look even worse. It's not okay. I know this Me Too movement, I think it's amazing. I think it's awesome that people are having the strength to come out about things. But I also think that it's disgusting, because the fact of there are a lot of people coming out that nothing ever happened to them. But they see it as an opportunity to hurt somebody that they don't like. And that is a scary situation as well. Not saying that, I guess this is just a mishmash of everything that I feel about anything relating to that. I have a lot of feelings about it because, I was a victim of I'm a survivor. I'm not a victim. But at that time, I was a victim of you women who lie and make people second guess the victims. Because I was so afraid that nobody would believe me, that for 17 years, 16, 17 years, I stayed silent about it. And the only reason why I finally said anything was because the guy is dating somebody that we know. And I made a comment to my husband. And he was like, Made him raise his eyebrows. So I kind of had to tell the truth. And even then, I didn't tell the full truth. It still took me about another 6 months to tell fully the truth. Not that he was just a pervert. But anyways, I just really hope that these women are ridiculed enough. If this is exactly what happened, if it's what happened, because this is allegedly right now. I'm not sure of any proof of this being what happened, but we're all pretty sure that this is kind of what happened, because of how things have played out. But if this is what happened, and if this was all a sick way to gain attention and clout, was it really worth it, for one? And for two, I hope y'all are ridiculed to the point where you understand why everybody's upset and why it's so wrong to lie about that kind of stuff. There were still victims, because some of those girls weren't in on the joke and their nudes were shown. But apparently some of them, it was their idea. So I'm not saying that there's no victim in this, because there is more than one. I'm just talking to the people that know what the fuck they did. It's wrong. It's wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong. Because of you, people like me hide. And we bury it down inside, all the pain from the abuse. We bury it down and bury it down and bury it down, because we don't want to tell, because we're embarrassed. For one, embarrassed as hell. And for two, especially waiting all this time, it makes you even more afraid. I will never get justice for what happened to me because I waited so long, because I was afraid. So I will never get justice because of people like you. So, anyways, I'm done with that subject. I will never speak about this again because it's fucking disgusting. It's filth. Just remember, y'all, please think about what you do before you do it, and what you say before you say it, and how things will affect other people, and how it'll affect you in the end. Because it might be all funny and good in the beginning, but think about the long run with things, guys. Because y'all look really shitty now. Anyways, like I said, I don't want to talk about this anymore. Amanda Love and Stephanie Brown and Original Al, they have all done an amazing job with getting the word out of what really happened and how disgusting this situation is. So go check out their streams, especially Amanda Love's. She's the one that's really stayed on this. And you know, she gave those women a platform to tell what happened, and they're trying to blame all this on her now, like she did something wrong. All she did was try to help you get the word out for women not to trust this man, which is still valid. And I still believe he's a creep. I don't care if it was orchestrated or not, he's still a fucking creep. But anyways, alright guys, I'm done with this situation. I'm done talking about it. I don't want to have a bad day just because some dumb shit somebody else did. So, I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing day. I hope you get to spend it with somebody that you love after you get off work or after whatever you have to do today. I hope you all know that you're loved and feel loved every day. And I hope that this happens less and less. People stop lying about serious things like this. Because these kinds of jokes, nobody's laughing at. Alright, I'll talk to y'all later. Love y'all. Bye.